Welcome to How to Rock Spirit's Sun Moon Alchemy series. This audio was compiled and recorded by Dustin Cormier, a Leo Ascendant Scorpio with Sagittarius Moon, born in the year of the Metal Ram. All the possible Western Sun and Moon sign combinations can be found and learned about here. This information is for educational purposes only. I do not own any of the following content. For more astrology lectures and my own Cosmic Consciousness audio lecture series, check out How to Rock Spirit's YouTube channel, where I rap about everything from philosophy and transpersonal psychology, to psychedelic spirituality, to tantric and occult mysticism, and even to Marx and Engels and the materialist sciences. See you there! Sun in an air sign. Basically motivated by intellectual concepts and social ideals. Recharges energy through social involvement and intellectual stimulation. The Sun in the signs, interpretive guidelines. Sun in Aquarius. Creative energy is directed towards society's welfare and theoretical concepts, especially through innovation. Radiates friendly, people-oriented mental energy, often with a tinge of extremism. Urge to be and to create is colored by freedom, eccentricity, and experimentation. Essentially values humanity and the world of the intellect, with the need to find what's right or true. Expression of individuality can be deterred by self-effacement, over-concentration on duty, or aimless rebellion. The moon sign and its element. These notes are also still from Stephen Arroyo's Chart Interpretation Handbook. The element of the moon's sign represents an attunement from the past that manifests automatically, a mode of feeling and being that one needs to be aware of in order to feel inwardly secure and at home with oneself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. By such modes of self-expression, you are satisfying a deep inner need that can give stability to your entire personality. The moon's element also shows how you react instinctively to all experiences, with what energy you spontaneously adjust yourself to the flow of life. Moon in earth signs. Reacts to changing experiences with steadiness and stability. Feels comfortable with self when being productive and working towards goals. Sign position of the moon. How one reacts based on subconscious predisposition. Moon in Taurus. Reacts slowly to any experience. Maintains stability and poise when faced with outer demands. Inner contentment comes through waiting, stillness, and relating to the world of nature. Flows into physical sensations, emotionally retaining the feeling of touching and savoring the pleasures of the moment. Inner self slow to change. Retains habit patterns for a long time, which can result in stubbornness or laziness. Feels secure in unchanging, predictable situations and comfortable with all sensual stimuli. Emphasis on possessiveness and a deep need for security and control can inhibit emotional flow. The following information comes from Isabel Hickey's Astrology, a Cosmic Science, copyright 1992 by Isabel M. Hickey Trust. Moon in Taurus. Note that this is the exalted position of the moon, as Taurus rules Venus, the feminine essence, as does the moon. Strongly centered on material plane, money important, has devotion and persistence, emotions strong, much charm, beauty loving, pride and stubbornness is strong, sensitive, resourceful in difficulties, holds temper, but when they blow up, look out. Apt to be lazy. Tremendous desire for security. Desire nature strong. Good-natured and an attractive personality. Not aggressive as a rule. Fixity is not apparent on the surface. Instinctive response to all emotional impacts. In a male chart, this describes the type of feminine he attracts. She would have an attractive personality and be a loyal type of partner. Sun-Moon Alchemy. The elemental combinations of the sun sign and the moon sign. The following information comes from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign Moon Sign. Copyright Charles and Susie Harvey, 1994, again in 2003. First published by Aquarius, 1994. Each sun-moon type is a combination of elements. In the following descriptions of the element combinations, please remember that the pairing can be either way around. For example, a fire-earth combination refers equally to sun-fire, moon-earth, as it does to sun-earth, moon-fire. There will be subtle differences, but the dynamic is generally the same. Earth-air combinations. This combination produces a productive, rational personality which can be both innovative and efficient. The challenge of being up in the air and down to earth at the same time is that of bringing together abstract thought with the nitty-gritty issues of getting on in the world. These two elements combine easily and make for a clear-headed, objective, and scientific approach. This is the temperament of the practical idealist who observes, thinks, plans a course of action, and then acts. American President John F. Kennedy, with his sun in Gemini and moon in Virgo, is an example of this combination and expresses the lunar instinct to give service to a rational, well-considered ideal in his famous injunction, "Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country." When the sun is in earth and the moon is in air, the conscious, rational impulse is to get to grips with reality, to build, consolidate, and organize with the logical instinct to make one's efforts as humane and far-reaching as possible. There's often a dry sense of humor and a capacity to use language with adroit accuracy. The late American poet Carl Sandburg, sun in Capricorn, moon in Aquarius, had a talent for using colloquialisms, which is characteristic of this combination, and his view of slang expresses this down-to-earth communicative ability. Slang is a language that rolls up its sleeves, spits on its hands, and goes to work. Shadow. The earth-air individual is adept at mastering the mundane world, learning how things work and then applying their knowledge in many different and normally useful ways. They can, however, easily lose touch with the less quantifiable things of life, such as emotions. When this happens, they risk the danger of becoming dry as dust and stuck in the pragmatic, cost-effective, scientific approach. Relationships. This type enjoys communicating and being helpful, and tends to get on well with most people at a practical, social level. They will find predominantly fire and water types either alien or fascinating, but either way, the latter would enable the earth-air person to contact the more mysterious and emotional, irrational parts of their personality. The earth-air individual seeks rational rapport in a relationship, and they're very supportive and adaptable, but they need help in learning how to discover and share their feelings. Male versus female. This is a very androgynous combination, encouraging both the supportive skills associated with natural female roles and the intellectual skills of the male. The following observations about your sun-moon combination are drawn from insights gained from astrologer Jefferson Anderson's book, Sun Sign, Moon Sign, an observation of many different individuals. The writing itself comes from Mantak Chia and William U. Wei's Cosmic Astrology. Copyright 2012 by North Star Trust, published by Destiny Books. Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Taurus. Successor. You are a total individualist who sets broad, sweeping goals for yourself. People will follow you anywhere because you are a born leader. You are quite happy to lead them. An Aquarius Taurus often feels a marked sense of duty to humanity. Some members of this combination include Adlai Stevenson and Ronald Reagan. Your conniving plans are sometimes ostentatious, and some of them are just plain laughable. You can be a hard-nosed and fearsome opponent when challenged, and you are very confident. In your combination, transcendent, idealistic, and caring Aquarius is balanced by sensible, emotionally stable, and secure Taurus. You are somewhat too charming for your own good. Your romanticism and lofty perspective are tempered by astuteness and pragmatism. Your mind is keyed to the theoretical, and you enjoy thinking and acting on a grand scale. You're aware of your worth. You are obstinate and will never compromise your ideals, but your beliefs and convictions may change periodically. You are not impulsive like other Aquarians. Before starting on a course of action, you prefer to plan and deliberate, but sometimes you do consult the fortune tellers. Your self-importance and stubbornness can easily take you over and cause arrogant, self-satisfied, and even obsessive behavior. It is crucial that you learn to be easier going and open to alternative thoughts and opinions. Failing to curb your bias and obstinacy can easily ruin your wonderful plans and dreams. You are friendly and affable socially. Your faithfulness and concern are limitless, and you think of your friends as your brothers and sisters. You are highly superstitious. If it seems rational, because you are determined to put your ambitions into action, you will take a chance. People have a high regard for your self-control and are drawn to your style. No matter how eccentric you can be at times, the confidence that others place in you is justifiable because you are totally trustworthy. If you are not victimized by your own faults, you will be able to achieve a lot in life. You run the risk of becoming too rigid in your positions and demeanor, or foolishly stubborn and biased. When you were young, you were experimental, toying with various political theories and lifestyles. Once you decide which are best for you, you stay with them. Having made up your mind about something, you stick to it. Notes from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign, Moon Sign. A hungry man is not a free man. Adlai Stevenson, fellow native of Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Taurus. Your greatest strengths: infinite patience and common sense, reliability and loyalty to loved ones, courtesy and broad philanthropic approach to people, ability to combine your distinct individuality with sensible, realistic thinking, and a dedication to grounding your inspirations with persistent efforts. Your greatest weaknesses: smugness and inertia, arrogance and stubbornness, a reluctance to listen to others' views, being too logical and detached in emotional matters, riding roughshod over others in order to achieve your ambitions. Images for integration. A country girl seeks a conventional life with an unconventional young man in the big city. The resident caretaker of a new age community sips his Caesar as he systematically does the year's accounts.